So, uh, I'm Medias Praigi, class A24 of English Education Study Program. So, here I will talk about the Netflix documentary film of uh, American Factory from 2019. So, uh, here I will talk about the culture problems or cultural yeah problems related to culture that happens in this film. So yeah, welcome to cross cultural analysis. Okay, so I will give the main theme of the problem here is about culture clash. I give it a theme of that kind of theme because in the documentary film we can see that there are few or several cultural like cultural misunderstanding, cultural uh, difference that make this American and the Chinese worker to getting problem in like communication, like working together and something like that. Okay, so yeah, for the main analysis, I think I will give it. I will make it into two main questions. Firstly, is about what are the problems that are happening, and uh, how that problem is uh, bad, and how the problems happens, and then secondly, how can this problem solve, or can this problem be solved? Okay, to me, moving to the first part. So in this film, there are several problems that are actually happens. Firstly, I will divide it into two main problems. It is the problem between the company and the workers itself, and the secondly, it will be the problems between the workers itself. So worker to company to workers and workers to workers. Mainly, it is about uh, the Chinese workers and the American workers, and it is about how uh, the Chinese company mindset is not uh, good, or not get support from the American worker mindset. Okay, so how is the problem between the uh, company and the worker itself? So the company is demanding so many workload, uh, because this is we're talking about company that was based firstly in Chinese, is called FGA, or FG, or Fuyu Glass. So the base company in Chinese usually do the work with so huge workload, like the workers will also work in Saturday, even Sunday, and they are demanding the American workers to do the same thing. But the American workers think that it is too much for them to apply their culture, because that is not actually usually happening in America. In America, they have work-life balance, so they think that it is too much for them to accept that kind of workload for them. And second, and also there is kind of like security and a salary problem, that the American worker thinks it is not safe uh, for them to work at some point, because they think that the uh, what to say the company neglect the company safety, the worker safety at some point, and also they demand about the salary is not being considerate about for their workload. They think the company should raise their salary a bit. This is can be connected with uh, the Hofstede's theories, mostly about the power distance index. So, what is happening here? So, the Chinese, so because the main chairman of the company is Chinese, so in the Chinese that according to Hofstede theories, that the Chinese has high amount of power distance index. So in Chinese, it is usually for the top top down, like top down comment to happen. Like the people from above can just easily give uh, comment to those in the worker in the lower ranks. So that is what the Chinese chairman tried to do in the American branch, but the American branch didn't think it is a good way to do it, because the culture in America, according to Hofstede theories, the PDI index is lower than the slow. So it's like even if you have power in America, you still have you cannot just do things like recklessly as you want. And second problem is about the problem between the workers. Mostly it's about the communication itself. So there are so many communication problems. Mainly it's about in this film, it's because the language barrier. So it is really hard for like Chinese supervisor to give like supervising the American workers, because they cannot speak each other's language very well. And also there is what Hall's theory called high and low context of communication. So in high context communication that happens in the Chinese workers, it is that they will have giving a command to do something like this and like that, and not just explaining things more, but American workers demand it for them to explain it more explicitly, why things A should happen, why things B should happen. So it is really hard for them to communicate. So is there any way to resolve this matter, to fix this problem? So the main way, I think the main way to resolve this problem is they shouldn't try to force each other's culture. Like you don't have to try to force Chinese culture into the American culture, or each other way. So then in the company itself, there will be good a better environment for both workers, for the American workers and the Chinese workers. So as we can see also in the end of the video, before the credit scene comes, it is said that the FGA raised the minimum wage itself. It means that they have acknowledged the work culture in America, that they have value their workers more. So in the end, it is about accepting each other's culture, for uh, two cultures to be more to be in union itself. Okay, so after watching this documentary film, it gives me a new way on saying how actually cultural difference can take changes in working environment. Like usually we do have usually cultural differences in like college, school, but it is pretty, after watching the video, it is pretty difference between uh, the one culture different in school and in the working environment. It really can mess up everything if there is no union in that. So yeah, I think that's all. One thing I want to say that you cannot uh, make two different cultures to be one, but you can unite two cultures to be working as one. It is going to make it much stronger. It is going to make everything much better. So not try to forcing each other's culture into yours, but try to work one with your cultures to make it better. So that's all from me. Thank you.